So that was an example where you're just using one hand, or in one octave. But you could play these triads using two hands at once, for instance. And then you could make up all sorts of stuff. Just I used to sit there forever just doing that when I was a kid. Just randomly playing notes in both hands from that chord. And you could find different sounds just from, like, maybe you play these two notes and the middle one on the top, or maybe reverse, you play the middle one on the bottom and the outside two on the top, or maybe you do them both in sequence. And you can switch octaves. And or maybe just play the bottom note, which would be like playing the bass note. There's a popular song that a lot of kids do called Heart and Soul, where you're playing the bass note in the left hand, play the full chord in the top hand. You do each one 2 times. And then you move 2 notes down to an A. 2 notes down again to an F, and then 1 note up to a G. And then you just do it again, over and over and over again. And you could take the same idea where I was and apply it to that song. My sister and I used to make up endless variations of Heart and Soul. There's a lot of things right there. You can play with all those ideas. And then, like you saw me switching octaves a little bit earlier, you can actually take that to an extreme. And you hear this in like concert pieces, and you'd be surprised at how easy this is. You just hold down the pedal, and you can, and then you take this hand and cross over and hit the next octave, playing the same 3 notes again. And then going up here, crossing under, and then just start coming back down. So that's a pretty cool effect. I mean, you could even switch chords. And I'm lifting up the pedal in between every time I switch to a different actual chord. Let's see. Another cool trick, which I'll show briefly, is if you start based on a D, one cool thing is that pretty much any of these chords will work over a D. Just something about when you're playing all white notes. It's actually called Dorian. When you're starting from a D. So I might hit a really low bass note just to give myself, okay, we're in D right now. That's kind of our home. And now I'm going to play that D triad starting right here in D, skipping a note, skipping another note. And now I'm just going to play a whole bunch of different triads over D. So I'm just making all that up, just kind of moving randomly around the keyboard. Okay, so that's some of the cool things you can do with triads.